It's craft time! Who's excited? I am so excited for this one. So, what we're going to make is salt dough. Now, why? Why are we making salt dough? Well, if you tuned into my video earlier, you would have seen that today is Maundy Thursday. And on Maundy Thursday, we remember what Jesus did when he broke the bread and the wine with his friends. And he said that the bread and the wine should be to remember him. So we're going to make some salt dough and then shape it in the shape of bread and then stick it in the microwave to dry it out. So I've just got a little cup, I've got one of the mugs, so what I'm going to do, I've filled this up with half a cup of warm water so I can still touch it, but it is warm. I'm going to pour that in there. Now I'm going to dry it out a little bit because the next two that I want to pour in here are flour and salt, so we don't really want it sticking to the side. So I've got my flour, a new packet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour the flour into the cup and right up to the top because we need a cup full of flour. I've just made a lot of mess, but I've just patted down and I'm going to pour my flour in here. Make sure you get all the bits of flour out from the bottom. And then we need some salt, so ask your parents for these things, like we do salt that we put into our fillers. So I'm just going to pour in some salt. I need half a cup of salt because, funny enough, it's salt dough. And then I'm going to pour that in there. Oh, now I'm just going to get my fingers in because there's some little bits stuck at the bottom. Now I'm going to get a spoon. And I'm going to give our salt dough, so it's all in my jug. I'm going to give it a big stir. And it'll already, so if it looks like this, it'll already be coming together. So I'm going to... Oh, the flour all got up my nose. So I am now going to do it with my hands. Now, salt dough is going to be sticky to start with. So don't let that put you off. So obviously you have just put water in it, so just keep working with it. See, look, sticky, but that's all right. Keep working with it. So just keep putting it around. Now I've got some flour on my side already because I already made a mess. So you want to put the flour on your side, get the big bits off of your fingers. That's all of my fingers. And then we want to work it, so I'm just doing this on the table. So a bit like if we were making bread. You just work the salt dough round. You could get some of the bits that are still in your bowl to put them on. So just work the salt dough round. Okay. So now I have a ball like this. So as you can see, it's all together. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this into a bit of bread, but you can decide what shape bread you want. So you could use a rolling pin if you want. I did not think that far ahead and haven't brought one down me, but that's okay. So I think I'm going to make a bit of a long loaf. So a bit like this shape is what I'm going to make my bread into, and then I'm going to do the markings like you see on a loaf. So I'm just using the end of a spoon. Now with this one you need to get your parents to help you because you are doing measuring and you are going to be using the microwave. So as you can see, I've done little marks on my bread. Now I'm going to put him onto a plate. First of all, I'm going to wash my hands because you don't want to be getting all of this stuff onto any of your parents' things because that wouldn't be very nice, would it? So I'm just going to wash my hands off. Get the cloth out of the way. Okay. Dry them off. Grab a plate. Now ask your parents which plates can go in the microwave because some can and some can't. So now I'm going to put my bread onto my plate. Now if you come with me, I'm just going to take you to my microwave. Now, you can stay there. Pull you off a bit so you can see me. Hello. So now we stick him in here. Now, we do 10 seconds at a time because you don't want your salt dough to burn. So my microwave has a 10-second thing, so I'll put that on. Now, we do 10 seconds at a time because we don't want the salt dough to get burnt while it's in there. And you don't want it to go too hard, so I take it out. Now I shut it again and I do it again. It's normally going to take about 3 minutes of doing this, but you can keep checking it and seeing how it's going. But it's like with anything, you don't want to rush it, because when you do it in the oven, it'll take about 3 hours. So I found a way for you guys to do it a bit quicker. But why? Why am I making you, or not even making you, but showing you how to make salt dough? Well, there's a reason. I don't know if you're like me, but when I think about events or days or what happens, I like to really think with visual aids. I'm very much a visual person. So I like to see what I'm talking about, what I'm thinking about. See, that's already starting to dry out. So when we think of Maundy Thursday, as I explained earlier, we're thinking about the fact that Jesus shared bread and wine with his friends. Now, it wouldn't have been salt dough bread, it would have been proper bread. But he did this because he wanted people to remember who he was. He wanted them to remember that actually he died on the cross. It was his body that went on the cross. It was his life that went for us. So he used bread as an analogy of his body. Now, if you just keep doing this for 10 seconds at a time, and every 10 seconds you hear it beep, I open it and I check it. Now, hopefully, it's starting to dry out a bit like mine. So I'll get mine out for you and show you. Now, be careful because the salt dough is going to be warm. But as you can see, mine is now started to go really hard. So just keep doing that for 3 minutes, and then you'll have a loaf of bread to remember that actually what Jesus did for us. So I hope you enjoyed that craft, and I'll see you later. Bye.